Welcome back, fellow Stoics. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In a world constantly trying to control how we feel, think, and act, imagine having the ability to stay grounded, to find inner peace and happiness no matter what chaos surrounds you. That's not just powerful, it's revolutionary. This is about reclaiming control, not of the external world, but of the one thing truly within our reach, our minds. Stoicism teaches us resilience, gratitude, and the art of living a life of purpose and fulfillment. But this isn't some dusty philosophy lesson. This is about you, your life, right now. It's about tackling the madness of the modern world without losing your calm. It's about finding stillness in the noise, happiness in simplicity, and transforming your mornings into the foundation of a purposeful day. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by life's noise, struggled to find even a moment of peace, or were simply curious about how ancient wisdom can become your ultimate 21st century advantage, this is your moment. Stick around because this video might just change everything for you. Let's dive into practical Stoic strategies, not just for crafting a transformative morning routine, but for building a life rooted in intention, resilience, and genuine happiness. Give this video your full focus from start to finish. If you've made it here, you're not like everyone else. You're different. You're someone who seeks depth, clarity, and wisdom, and that already sets you apart. Now, let's unlock the secrets to a life of purpose and inner peace. Oh, and before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Virtual Stoic for more content like this. Let's get started. 1. Find your Ikigai. Discover purpose in every morning. Ikigai is about finding that perfect intersection where your passion, skills, the needs of society, and what you can be paid for come together. It's your unique reason for being. Imagine waking up every morning with a clear purpose that excites you. Something so powerful that the thought of hitting snooze becomes irrelevant. Marcus Aurelius wasn't just about enduring life with a stiff upper lip. He believed deeply in the idea that we all have a role to play. He urged us to approach each day as an opportunity to fulfill that role with integrity and passion. Now think of Ikigai in this context. It's not just about doing what you love. It's about aligning it with what the world needs and what you excel at. That's where the real magic happens. So, how do you uncover your Ikigai? Start with introspection. Ask yourself, what am I passionate about? What am I truly skilled at? What does the world need from me? What can I get paid for? The answers may not come instantly, and that's okay. This is a journey of exploration. Dive into the different aspects of your life, experiment, and see where they intersect. This isn't just a feel-good exercise. It's about laying the foundation for a life filled with meaning and satisfaction. When your daily actions align with your deeper purpose, everything changes. Mundane tasks gain new significance. Your relationships improve because you're more present and engaged. Your creativity flourishes because you're living in tune with your passions. And happiness? It stops being fleeting and becomes your constant companion. So tonight, as you set your alarm for tomorrow morning, reflect on what Ikigai means to you. What could make you leap out of bed with excitement and purpose? Remember, this isn't about an overnight transformation. It's a gradual process, a deliberate unfolding. As Marcus Aurelius would remind us, it's about doing the work day by day, with dedication and honor. Finding your Ikigai isn't just about personal fulfillment. It's about embracing your role in the greater tapestry of life. It's about weaving your unique thread into the ever-evolving story of humanity. The Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, believed that every action should be purposeful, not random or aimless, but deliberate steps guided by your inner compass. That's how you find meaning. That's how you find your Ikigai. 2. Prepare the night before, setting the stage for success. The quality of your morning starts the night before. It's easy to binge watch your favorite show late into the night, or mindlessly scroll through social media until your eyes blur. But let's stop and think. How does that set you up for tomorrow? Your brain needs time to unwind, process the day's events, and recharge. A solid evening routine isn't just nice to have, it's essential. Treat your evenings with the same respect and purpose as any other important aspect of your life. This isn't about a rigid discipline that sucks the fun out of your night. It's about creating a space that supports your goals and well-being. For example, limiting screen time an hour before bed isn't punishment. It's giving your mind the cue to relax, making it easier to sleep deeply and wake up energized. A small habit like jotting down your top 3 priorities for the next day can be a game changer. This simple act sets a clear direction, so you wake up with purpose instead of drifting aimlessly through your morning. Here's where Stoicism shines. It's about focusing on what's within your control and letting go of what isn't. You can't control every detail of tomorrow, but you can influence how you start it. Add practices like deep breathing or meditation to your evening routine. These aren't fluffy self-help cliches. They're powerful tools. A few minutes of slow, intentional breathing lowers your stress, slows your heart rate, and prepares your body for a truly restorative sleep. It's like hitting the reset button for your mind and body, so you wake up sharp, refreshed, and ready. In today's always-on world, this might seem like a challenge, but it's vital. Picture this: the first moments of your morning free from the noise of emails, social media, or news. Just you, your thoughts, and the peaceful quiet of dawn. That's not just refreshing, it's empowering. Marcus Aurelius understood this. He was a fierce advocate for living with intention and clarity. He wasn't distracted by the notifications of ancient Rome. Neither should you be by the noise of today. Your mornings begin the night before. Prepare with purpose. 3. Avoid morning distractions. Embracing serenity. Even in his time, Marcus Aurelius faced distractions. But instead of letting them dictate his focus, he emphasized the importance of being fully present and concentrating on the task at hand. He understood something that's even more relevant today. The quality of your attention determines the quality of your life. So how do we apply this ancient wisdom in the age of endless notifications and digital noise? It starts by creating a morning space that's intentionally free from distractions. This isn't about rejecting technology altogether, but about refusing to let it control the beginning of your day. It's tempting to wake up, roll over, and immediately check your phone. But the moment you do, you've handed control of your morning to the demands and dramas of the outside world. Instead, give yourself the gift of a peaceful, intentional start. Imagine dedicating your first hour to activities that truly nourish you. Reading, meditating, journaling, or simply savoring a quiet cup of coffee while watching the world outside your window. This time isn't wasted, it's an investment in your well-being. By avoiding distractions, you're not just reducing stress, you're cultivating a reserve of peace and focus that will sustain you throughout the day. Making the most of your mornings isn't about cramming in more tasks, it's about subtracting the noise that doesn't serve you. It's about choosing what truly matters before the demands of the day start vying for your attention. This is where the Stoic principle of focusing on what's within your control becomes invaluable. You can't stop the flood of emails or messages waiting for you, but you can control how and when you engage with them. So tomorrow morning, challenge yourself to begin the day on your terms. Resist the urge to dive into the digital world the moment you wake up. Instead, anchor yourself in the present moment. Embrace the calm and the potential that mornings offer. Every day is a fresh opportunity to live more intentionally, more serenely, and more in line with the person you aspire to be. Let's make our mornings a testament to that ambition, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and a steadfast focus on what truly matters. Remember, Stoicism isn't just about enduring hardships. It's about proactively shaping your life by focusing on what you can control and acting with virtue and intention in those areas. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus weren't simply advocates of resilience. They championed a proactive approach to life, a commitment to living with purpose, clarity, and calm. Let's honor that wisdom every morning by choosing serenity over distraction. 4. Wake up consistently. The power of routine. Waking up consistently is more than just a habit, it's a statement. It's a declaration that you're in control of how you start your day, and that you refuse to be ruled by whims or external pressures. This simple practice aligns perfectly with the Stoic philosophy of building a meaningful life step by step, finding purpose and contentment in each small action. At first glance, waking up at the same time every morning might seem trivial, but in reality, it's a cornerstone habit, a foundation for a day that begins with clarity and control rather than chaos. Imagine waking up without the stress of rushing, with time to focus on what matters most to you. But let's be honest, consistency isn't easy. Especially in the beginning, waking up early can feel like an uphill battle. The bed feels more inviting than ever, and the snooze button, almost irresistible. This is where Stoic perseverance comes into play. It's about reminding yourself of the bigger picture, why you're doing this and the person you're becoming through this discipline. It's about seeing past the fleeting comfort of a few extra minutes of sleep and focusing on the long-term benefits this habit will bring to your life. Becoming a morning person isn't just about mornings. It's about cultivating resilience, focus, and intentionality that carries through your entire day. It's an exercise in self-mastery, aligning your actions with your values, and creating the kind of life you want to live, one morning at a time. So how do you make consistency your ally? Set a clear intention the night before. Reflect on why waking up at a specific time matters to you. Is it for quiet time to read, meditate, or exercise? Or simply to start your day feeling calm and in control? Create an environment that supports your goal. Go to bed a little earlier. Keep your curtains slightly open to let natural light gently wake you. Set your alarm across the room so you have to physically get out of bed to turn it off. Lean on Stoic principles when it gets tough. Remember, every morning you wake up at your chosen time, you're doing more than just starting your day. You're reinforcing your commitment to yourself, your growth, and the life you want to live. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself of the power of the human will. Each morning, as you push past the temptation to stay in bed and choose consistency instead, you're proving to yourself that you have that same power. You're not just waking up, you're waking up to a life of intention and purpose. Let your mornings reflect the person you aspire to be, one consistent step at a time. 5. Take it easy. Embracing self-compassion. Amidst all the talk of discipline, consistency, and conquering mornings, let's not forget one crucial truth. We're human. And being human means we're beautifully imperfect creatures, often drawn to the path of least resistance. Change, especially when it challenges our comfort, isn't just hard, it's natural to resist. That's why the journey to building better habits, like transforming your mornings, can feel like an uphill battle at first. But here's where Stoicism offers an essential perspective. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to approach his own mistakes with patience and understanding. He recognized that berating himself for every misstep wasn't productive. Instead, he focused on acknowledging his errors, learning from them, and moving forward. This is the mindset we need when building new habits. There will be mornings when your alarm goes off and every fiber of your being begs to stay cocooned in the warmth of your bed. And there will be days when you give in. That's okay. What matters isn't perfection, it's what you do next. Will you spiral into guilt and self-criticism? Or will you take a breath, forgive yourself, and treat tomorrow as a fresh opportunity to try again? Self-compassion isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's about understanding that the growth path isn't linear. It's filled with ups, downs, and unexpected detours. Embracing this truth doesn't mean making excuses or settling for mediocrity. It means accepting that change is a process, one that requires both discipline and patience. When we take it easy on ourselves, we create space to grow. We recognize setbacks as part of the journey, not as defining failures. And in doing so, we stay committed for the long haul. This approach to self-compassion aligns perfectly with Stoic principles. Marcus Aurelius wasn't focused on flawless execution. He was focused on consistency and progress. He taught us to show up every day, to face life's challenges with resilience, and to forgive ourselves when we fall short. So as you work on embracing early mornings or any new habit, remember to balance ambition with grace. Celebrate the small victories, learn from the setbacks, and most importantly, remind yourself that every morning is a chance to begin again. This isn't about perfection. It's about persistence, patience, and a willingness to keep showing up for yourself one morning at a time. 6. Small acts of discipline, building a virtuous life. This isn't just about waking up earlier or becoming a morning person. It's about shaping a mindset that's ready to face life's challenges. Steady, intentional, and focused. Take the simple act of placing your alarm clock across the room. At first glance, it's just a small inconvenience. But in reality, it's a declaration. A commitment to rise and face the day even when the comfort of sleep tempts you to stay. It's a tiny battle against inertia, a step toward taking charge of your morning. Then there's making your bed. It's not about creating a perfect Instagram aesthetic. It's about showing yourself that your space matters. It's a physical expression of order, discipline, and respect for your environment. A reflection of the mindset you're cultivating within. These small, seemingly trivial acts are what Marcus Aurelius would call the foundation of a disciplined life. They're not just tasks, they're symbols of intention. Every time you complete them, you're casting a vote for the person you want to become. You're choosing to embody self-discipline, focus, and respect for yourself and your surroundings. Why focus on these small acts? Because they're always within your control. Life will throw unexpected chaos your way, big events, setbacks, and challenges outside your power. But how do you start your day? That's yours to command. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's within our control and to let go of the rest. And these small acts aren't just about discipline for its own sake. They're training. They sharpen your ability to follow through, stay composed under pressure, and approach bigger challenges with a calm, steady resolve. If you can master the little things, you're preparing yourself for the moments that truly test your character. So, start small. These acts may seem insignificant, but they're where strength begins. Each morning when you choose to rise and take control of the day, you're not just completing a task, you're forging your character one disciplined step at a time. 7. Accountability partners. Sharing the journey. Self-discipline doesn't have to be a solo mission. Sharing your goals with someone who supports and holds you accountable can turn your personal growth into a shared adventure. The simple act of involving an accountability partner can make the path to fulfilling your morning routine and your larger purpose more engaging, motivating, and effective. Think of an accountability partner as your ally in self-improvement. They're the person who reminds you of your commitments when that snooze button calls your name. They celebrate your victories no matter how small and give you a push when your progress feels stagnant. This relationship isn't one-sided. It's a two-way exchange of encouragement and wisdom, rooted in the understanding that we're all striving to be better. The Stoics understood the importance of community. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus often emphasized learning from others, sharing wisdom, and finding strength in relationships. They believed virtue and character are forged not in isolation, but through meaningful connections. An accountability partner reflects this ancient truth. They remind you that while the journey is personal, it doesn't have to be lonely. Beyond encouragement, a partner helps you see blind spots in your habits or routines that you might overlook. They offer fresh perspectives, constructive feedback, and sometimes just the right nudge to get back on track. This isn't just about checking boxes or making sure you wake up on time. It's about engaging in honest conversations about what's working, what isn't, and how to grow stronger together. So how do you find this person? Look for someone who shares your drive for growth, a friend, family member, or even a colleague. Trust is key. This needs to be someone you can open up to about your goals and struggles without fear of judgment. Once you've found them, be clear about your intentions. What are you aiming for? How can they support you? Set regular check-ins. These could be quick updates, morning texts, or weekly calls where you discuss progress and share insights. Be there for them as much as they're there for you. After all, accountability isn't just about sticking to a plan, it's about fostering growth through connection. Stoicism teaches us the value of mutual support in achieving virtue and purpose. By sharing your journey, you're not just holding yourself accountable, you're building a stronger foundation for growth, both for yourself and your partner. 8. Memento mori. Remembering the value of every day. Every morning you wake up is a gift, a reminder that today is yours to live fully with intention and purpose. The Stoic practice of reflecting on mortality, memento mori, isn't morbid. It's a powerful call to action. It urges us to stop wasting time on trivialities and to focus on what truly matters, living virtuously, fostering meaningful relationships, and leaving a positive legacy. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself of life's fleeting nature in his meditations. But his reflections weren't about fear, they were about freedom. By understanding that life is finite, he was able to strip away petty concerns and focus on his duties, as both an emperor and a human being striving for virtue. This clarity allowed him to live intentionally, prioritizing what mattered most. When we apply memento mori to our mornings, each day becomes more than just another routine. It becomes an opportunity, an irreplaceable chance to grow, to contribute, and to deepen our relationships. It's a realization that today isn't promised to anyone, and because of that, it holds immense value. This perspective transforms how we approach challenges. When we remember that our time is limited, the minor annoyances of life lose their sting. The frustrations of a traffic jam, a missed deadline, or a tough conversation pale in comparison to the vastness of life's bigger picture. We become more resilient, more grateful for the present moment, and more focused on the legacy we're building. So how can you bring memento mori into your daily life? Start with reflection. Take a moment in the quiet of the morning to remind yourself, this day is not guaranteed. How will I make it count? Write down what truly matters to you, whether it's a goal you're chasing, the people you cherish, or the values you want to embody. Let this awareness guide your actions. Don't squander your time scrolling aimlessly or dwelling on unimportant distractions. Instead, invest it in what aligns with your higher purpose. Memento mori isn't about fearing death, it's about empowering life. It's about living so fully, so intentionally, that when the day inevitably comes, you'll know you've spent your time well. Every morning you have a choice, to live passively or to embrace life with the vigor and clarity of someone who knows how precious time truly is. Remember, today is a gift. Make it count. 9. Practice negative visualization. Preparing for challenges. We're often told to focus solely on the positive, visualizing success and happiness to attract them into our lives. But the Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, offer a more practical and empowering perspective: negative visualization. This practice isn't about dwelling on worst-case scenarios or indulging in pessimism. Instead, it's a tool to build resilience, clarity, and a greater appreciation for the present. At its core, negative visualization is about imagining the challenges, losses, or difficulties you might face, not to fear them, but to prepare for them. Imagine the spectrum of potential challenges: a delayed train, a critical project failing, or even more profound hardships like losing a loved one. By rehearsing these possibilities in your mind, you begin to familiarize yourself with life's uncertainties. This mental preparation ensures that when adversity strikes, and it will, you're not blindsided. Instead, you're equipped with emotional and mental tools to respond calmly and with purpose. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the impermanence of life, writing that everything outside our control is fleeting. Seneca encouraged preparing for the worst so that we could better appreciate what we already have. Epictetus emphasized focusing on what lies within our power, our responses, our actions, and our mindset. This practice, central to Stoicism, teaches us to distinguish between what we can control and what we can't, fostering resilience and inner peace. By incorporating negative visualization into your morning routine, you're not just preparing for obstacles, you're strengthening your ability to adapt and persevere. Picture this: before stepping out the door, take a moment to reflect on potential challenges you might face today. Perhaps your meeting might not go as planned. Maybe the weather will disrupt your commute, or a difficult conversation may test your patience. Now visualize how you'll handle these scenarios. See yourself maintaining composure, finding solutions, and staying grounded no matter what comes your way. This isn't about anticipating disaster, but about building an inner fortress of calm and control. Here's the powerful paradox. By contemplating what could go wrong, you heighten your appreciation for what's going right. You approach your day with gratitude, knowing the comforts and joys of life are fleeting. You move through challenges with a steady hand, recognizing they are part of the human experience. Negative visualization transforms how you live. It reminds you that setbacks and losses, while inevitable, don't define you. Your response does. And with this mindset, you'll find yourself not just surviving life's storms, but thriving in their aftermath. Tomorrow morning, try it. Take a moment to reflect on life's fragility, imagine the hurdles ahead, and ground yourself in the resolve to face them. That's how you cultivate resilience. That's how you live intentionally. 10. End with gratitude, reflecting on the day's gifts. Stoicism teaches us to be present, intentional, and mindful of life's fleeting nature. And while the day begins with purpose, it should end with reflection, particularly gratitude. Gratitude is not just a practice, it's a mindset that transforms how we view our lives. Imagine this: before closing your eyes at night, you take a few moments to reflect on the day. What went well? What moments brought you joy or taught you something meaningful? These reflections, whether it's the smile of a stranger, a moment of peace amidst chaos, or even just the comfort of your bed, are the building blocks of a fulfilled life. Keeping a gratitude journal is a simple yet profound way to develop this habit. Each night, write down 3 things you're thankful for. It doesn't have to be grand. Sometimes the smallest blessings hold the most meaning. This nightly ritual shifts your focus from what's missing to what you already have. It's a subtle but powerful reframing that aligns perfectly with Stoic teachings. To focus on what's in your control and appreciate life's abundance as it is. The beauty of gratitude is how it transforms your perspective. When you choose to end your day reflecting on what went right, you carry that positivity into the next morning. Challenges feel smaller, and the good things feel brighter. It's not about ignoring difficulties, but acknowledging that even on the hardest days, there is something to be thankful for. a lesson, a connection, or simply the chance to try again tomorrow. But gratitude doesn't just improve your relationship with yourself, it deepens your bonds with others. When you take the time to appreciate those around you, whether it's a loved one, a colleague, or a friend, you cultivate stronger, more meaningful connections. Expressing this gratitude outwardly makes your relationships richer and more fulfilling. Ending your day with gratitude is like closing a book with care, ensuring it's ready for the next chapter. It clears the mind, calms the soul, and prepares you to face the next day with renewed purpose. It's not just a practice for better sleep, it's a way to infuse your life with peace, contentment, and joy. As we wrap up this journey through Stoicism-inspired strategies, it's clear that these practices aren't just about mornings. They're about building a life of resilience, purpose, and gratitude. The Stoics remind us that the good life isn't about chasing external rewards, but nurturing inner peace and living with intention. These 10 strategies are stepping stones toward a more meaningful existence. They're not about achieving perfection. They're about showing up for yourself every single day as someone committed to growth, virtue, and wisdom. If this journey has resonated with you, there's so much more to explore. Check out our playlist for deeper dives into Stoic philosophy, packed with practical insights and stories to guide you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your journey inspires others, and together we're building a community grounded in growth and resilience. Here's to mornings filled with purpose, days lived with intention, and nights ending with gratitude. Thank you for being part of the virtual Stoic community. See you next time.